bring in the Liberal MP Stuart Robert, now live from Canberra ahead of the party room meeting today. Stuart, is it just a matter of formalities this morning that Peter Dutton will become opposition leader?
In essence, yes. Peter will be standing unopposed, as will Sussan Ley, the deputy. But the party room's the opportunity for everyone to get together, to have a conversation, to share how things have gone, not just to elect a leadership team, but coming out, that team will be very important.
What concerns would you raise or will you raise?
I won't be raising anything really. I'll be sitting and listening to my colleagues, getting a feel for how they feel, the direction they're thinking the party needs to continue to head in as a sound centre-right party. And then importantly, it's about getting our leadership team together, getting our front bench together and beginning to hold Labor accountable.
Would you be making
the start of that process today?
Sure. Would you be making any points though about where you think the party went wrong?
I won't be. I'll let my other colleagues speak. I'm one of the few MPs who were actually here in 2007, so the time to provide some guidance on what it means in opposition and how we hold government to account, that will come later on. Today is about getting our new leadership team in place so we can actually hit the ground running, so to speak.
So is Dutton Ley, is that the ticket and the right pairing to return the party to the centre-right?
There's no question that Mr Dutton and Sussan Ley are the right team. Their experience, we were all there together in 2007. In fact, Sussan Ley and Peter Dutton came into the parliament prior to that, so they've got experience when it comes to opposition. They represent the far reaches of our country. Peter in terms of aspirational Australians, Sussan Ley in terms of regional and remote. It's a good team.
You just mentioned there, now is the beginning of holding the government to account. What policies would you like to start picking apart?
Oh goodness, where do we start? Mr Albanese promised everyone a 5% wage increase. Well, that will come down in the coming weeks. Let's see what he does. He promised that he'd be pitching forward on that and of course has given no number to the Fair Work Commission. He promised electricity prices would come down. We've seen an 18% increase from the 1st of July. He promised stability in terms of our financial markets with the cost of everything coming down. You've now got one of the rating agencies threatening our AAA rating, and this is the first week of this government. There is a lot to hold them account. They said everything would be cheaper and everyone's wages would go up. Let's wait and see.
We have, and a lot of these, to be fair, a lot of these price rises, they were already happening under your government.
It's not the point about where they were happening or not. Mr Albanese went to the Australian people and said, your electricity prices will come down. You will get a wage increase in line with inflation, that they would be a stable set of economic hands, and all we've seen to date, and it's only been a week, is the exact opposite. That's what will hold them to account for what they said to the Australian people.
It would be Peter Dutton's call, but given the last government was seen by many to have an issue with women, do you expect more women to be elevated?
I expect so, because we've got so many talented women in our ranks, and you'd expect that talent to be recognised and rewarded. So absolutely, I'd expect far more women, just because of the calibre of the women in the Liberal and National parties.
Which portfolio are you hoping for?
Oh, the leader giveth and the leader taketh away. Blessed be the name of the leader, is how the Liberal Party works.
Are you gunning for Shadow Treasurer?
Well, we'll wait and see. We'll serve where Mr Dutton and Sussan Ley ask us to serve. That's the whole point of making a team work. It's not like Labor today where the factions will be swinging it out, faceless men behind closed doors. That's not how the Liberal Party operates. So we'll have the opportunity to serve and we'll do it. And as a team, we'll hold this mob to account.
All right, but is it a game of rock, paper, scissors for Shadow Treasurer with you and Angus Taylor?
Oh, look, I don't think so. I think Peter's more sophisticated than that, and I'm really good at rock, paper, scissors anyway.
Right.
So I'm hopeful Peter will have a better process, and I know he will.
All right, a decision this morning for the Nats. It's their decision, as I know you're going to say, but in your view, would Barnaby Joyce, David Littleproud or Darren Chester make for a stronger coalition partner?
I think you're right that it is a decision for the National Party. Can I say how proud we all are at how well the National Party is managing these? contests such as these can be challenging, but it's been done in good faith and good spirits, and that's something we should all be really, really pleased of. I think the National Party will come out a lot stronger out of this. They've held all their seats and contested 2 strongly, which is impressive. And you've got 3 fairly experienced people lining up for the role, and great to see Anne Webster standing up as deputy. She's an extraordinary woman, and I'm certainly looking forward to working with her.
Okay. Stuart Robert, we'll leave it there, and we'll talk to you soon.